Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Whims Legacy. We are back where we left off, watching over Kuvi as he is trying to track a mysterious nicheling whose scent he caught just as his elder mentor was getting ready to pass on, lurking somewhere here in the grasses. So there is someone that is not a familiar nicheling lurking around here, and he has been tasked with finding who that mysterious person is so that we can either invite them into the tribe or chase them away from our lands, just as our new tribe leader, well, she's not new, but the nicheling god's attentions have just returned to her. Rala continues her quest into the jungle, where she, in a bit of a fit of boldness, wants to teach her daughter Lirila how to defend the tribe by taking out one of these dangerous plants. This is upsetting Kervanro, who has really come to kind of be a little bit enamored with Rala, even though I think the two of them may be related. Who knows? We can't look into their family tree, since this is the Whims legacy after all, to find out. But he has become very enamored with her and wants to make sure that she will be all right. So he has abandoned his outpost, where he has been living here, collecting an abundance of food to help feed the tribe for quite some time. So hopefully the exploration for the new nicheling will go well. Hopefully taking out this dangerous plant will go well. And hopefully we will find out exactly what kind of skills and personality young Orin has, because he is right down here with his amazing underwater breathing ability, his blue fur. He is kind of like the talk of the jungle for how amazing he is. And we're also going to keep an eye on our frog-legged nichelings, because with all of this motivational, inspirational, forceful personality that Rala actually has, with her nurturing, forceful, inspirational personality, she is really trying to inspire all of the nichelings to go exploring, to take over the jungle, to gather up resources, to make this island their land before we move on to the next island. And by the way, we are not actually going through the flower port. I'm very, very grateful, as Callium, who is also one of our amazing patrons, did tag me and note that we actually rolled to go through the jungle port last time we came. So that's going to be interesting. What we may do is we may actually, when Rala passes on, decide if we're staying on this island. I mean, we've been here for 90 days, so maybe it's time to leave. But we may decide who gets to be the new leader of the tribe, at least the one that the nicheling gods follow, even if not the actual leader of the tribe, and who we are actually going to send to the new island based off of who would go to this swampy island the most. And I wonder if that would actually be one of the toxic body nichelings who are not quite so into this heat. They all, because they have the big body, you can see in the left corner there, every single one of the toxic body nichelings who are adults actually really struggle with the heat here, so they might want an exodus out of the jungle, and Rala might be quite content to stay here and kind of prove her strength, because she's a little bit of a forceful and aggressive nicheling. But I wonder if we're going to have an exodus of our frog-legged nichelings like Nugget, who have decided, you know what, even if he doesn't want to move very much, because he is kind of a rotund young fellow, maybe there's a better land out there with some delicious food that doesn't have to come with this darn heat and the threat of sometimes the food eating you instead of you eating the food with those nasty plants. So I think we are going to move off the island sooner than later. Not probably conquer it the way Rala wants, but who is going to be the one to guide us there may be affected by what nicheling would want to go to the swamp. So let's see what their adventures get them into today. And let's start by getting just a little bit of food to make sure that we have the nourishment required. And then pursuing the scent that Kuvi happens to smell, which right now is an unsuspecting Bunnel that apparently he is not the best at collecting. Apparently he's more of a scout than a fighter. Noted. We may not try to get the bundles in the future. And Nugget, you know what? I think Nugget has had enough of this. That rude Izana came over and totally stole his food a little while ago. And now the boys Rokirta and Kira over here are all splashing about this area and talking about how they're going to dive into the ocean or dive into the waterfalls over here. I think Nugget's maybe had enough of this nonsense and he wants to go somewhere else. So let's let him go ahead. Is there like food on these? Maybe. And he can't really... I think he's gonna start working his way away. His tree doesn't have any more food on it, and if anything is going to make a rotund nicheling like Nugget actually get a move on, it's the fact that he has run out of food to snack on. So let's get out of here. And then let's come over here and see what is going to happen with our leader, Rala. Oh, her daughter is full grown. Excellent. All right. I think Rala is going to try to reassure her daughter, like, you may have to take up the tribe after me, and I need you to be prepared. So, observe and fight for me! Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Can we get her out? We did it! Huzzah! And I think Rala would just laugh it off and shake herself off, having had full confidence that her daughter Larila would have enough ability to do that. I think Hirovan, though, would have been very distressed and upset, and he can no longer restrain himself. Running over to Rala's side, he is going to proclaim his love, and he actually has high fertility as well. Yes, it worked! Alright, so he proclaimed his love to Rala, who I think would kind of laugh but accept his advances. And now Larila is going to have a sibling. We can actually have 2 more nichelings in the tribe before we hit our maximum, so this is going to work out fine. This plant has actually regrown. Can we attack it? Nope. Ronu does not have enough strength to do that. Never mind. Just kind of wasted our moves there. Jip over here is also... He's got good fertility. He's got antlers. He's got a whole bunch of useful things for collecting food, but he too is overheated. So now that we have so many toxic body nichelings, I feel like rumor is starting to spread through all of them that maybe there are better lands that they could go to. Are you gonna drown if, you know what, Nugget, he's gonna look at this long walk that would go all the way around the tree to the other side, where apparently we'll say that Tanu, perhaps, has rumors of a land where it's not quite so hot, that he was given by nichelings before them. And Nugget wants to go talk to Tanu about that nonsense, but he doesn't want to do the long climb all the way. I mean, that's 2 whole tiles across this cliffside and down to the beach. Maybe the water isn't as deep as it looks. All right, don't drown, Nugget. Hopefully he can get to the other side. And Izana here, I feel, is searching for a worthwhile mate of her own. She is the only nicheling with toxic fangs, so we're gonna have her come along, and I think we'll have Sarius join them. So rumors are starting to spread amongst the toxic body nichelings of the tribe. And this Sirius, you can see from, I can't mouse over it because we can't give away what the genes are, but you can see she has the toxic body symbol with the little mushroom. And that means that she is toxic body, even though at first I was worried she was just like bright red. But she is going to go with, and Oren's going to start swimming a little bit because he can actually swim faster to the other side. But all right, we're going to start scooching everyone of the toxic body nichelings along, including these 2. Kiro, I think, can like jump a little further now, and Rokirta can actually jump further too. These 2, can I collect that? Can I fish that? Darn it. These 2 young boys are quite adventurous and they really love exploring, so we'll have them potentially come up along this side. And look! There's that nicheling! The scent has been scented! Alright, Carovan! Let's do this! Do I want you to grab more food? I mean, we'll come back for that. You're a scout. You've got scouting to do. There's things to be scouted here. Alright, let's keep going. Has that nicheling arrived? I think the food has been stolen off of this bush, off of this tree. Rokirta is also well, he is not, he's stinky. He is not toxic body. He has a distasteful appearance, but he is not toxic body. So Rokirku, I think he likes bunnels. So we're gonna send him along, and he's gonna join the little exodus that we have going. But where's the area that has the most bunnels that the nichelings are reporting on? Kind of over here. And also over here. So we're gonna have Rokirku start exploring. He's a young, oh, there's a bunnel right there. He is a young male nicheling after all, and it seems like the group that was over here is starting to move away. So he's gonna start exploring on his own as well, and maybe join back up with us. And over here, Iris is just gonna go ahead and get her abundance of food. She could really use some help gathering all of this food, actually. And she's getting kind of up there in age. She might call her son Rokirta back over to help out. So we'll probably get Rokirta back over there. But alright, Rala! You get to have another child with Kurovan! And I think she'd actually find it quite exciting to set up a nest. Like, she's so adventurous and forceful in her personality. I feel like she'd find it very exciting and kind of thrilling to set up a nest on the edge of the known world. That would be very exciting for her, so let's do that. But a little bit further away from this plant, please, Rala. Otherwise it'd be too dangerous. So let's have her actually jump over, because this is a safe spot. And she's just gonna make do right here. Oh, and Lirila has just heard rustling and wants to defend her mother. And Kurovan has rushed over to see what all of that rustling was about. And the tree is bare of a single fruit. Dun dun dun! Who's doing it? Kurovan! We need to find out. Kuvi even. Oh no, Kuvi! No, Kuvi! Oh, I didn't realize you were so old. Here, there you go. We'll let you rest up here. And he's going to let out his final call. And we'll there we go. Rokirta is now splashing in the waters. And we can even get over here. The boys are splashing around and they can hear Kuvi's call and maybe remember the call and the obligation of duty to the tribe. Meanwhile, Tonu, did something just steal all of your food? Who's this? What? What just happened? Tonu just reached behind himself to get the fruit that he knew he left there, and it was gone! I think that would definitely be a cry that would get everybody's attention. So that might make Orin kind of hide in the water, because he'd be like, what was that? But is Anna's gonna come over now? Nugget is like, thank goodness I didn't have to actually walk the whole way. Nugget's gonna relax in the little cooling pool. I forgot how we had the cooling pool for these kinds of nichelings. That's really cute. I remember it now. Remember it, like the rock stops the water and it makes a little tide pool that the nichelings who get overheated in this weather can relax in. Oh, I totally forgot about that, but it's so cute. And we're gonna have Tanu. He's gonna be like, what was that? And we're gonna come around to try to figure out what's on the other side. But man, that's a big walk for a small nicheling. Meanwhile, Rokirku, we'll have him chase down the bunnels for now. And maybe clear some of the grasses away and collect them as he tries to pursue them. And Ronu, it's the other nicheling! Her name is Mila. Interesting. Well, I guess Jip could be like, like, hi? Do you want to, like, share some coconuts? I don't think he's particularly interested, but that is who stole the fruit. She doesn't look like she has really any desirable traits, and her fertility is in the dumps. Heck no. Not having anything to do with that. Ronu? I feel like Ronu... You know what? He's gonna go ahead and feel kind of lonely. You know, his mate Rala left him. He's a green minty nicheling who has a lot to offer somebody out there. So he's gonna come and move up here and startle Iris, who I think may be quite enamored with his look. So she's gonna serve the best nuts that she has. This is a delectable, wonderful place after all, full of fantastic food, and it's about time she had company. Her mate ran off and her son is busy jumping in waterfalls, so it's excellent to have your wonderful green company, wonderful Ronu. So we'll have to see how that goes. But let's see what Rala's next child is going to look like, my friends. And also bid adieu to Kuvi, who I am going to miss. He is definitely a wonderful sentinel of the jungle. He came in, he searched through the grasses. I just love, oh, look at that really like thematic skull in the background. He was a mystery unto himself, and I don't know, he could have, but I don't remember, because the Nicheling gods are forgetful sometimes, if he left a child or not. But I am really glad that we had him in our story, in the Whims legacy, and that we shared his life with him. Rest in peace, Kuvi. And where one life passes, a new life is born. Dun, 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 dun. You're so cute. Oh my gosh, Rokir, you are adorable. And you too are a water-breathing baby boy. I think that this has just tickled Rala. She is getting older. We do need to start thinking about where she would actually end up in the future. So I think that she actually wants to have another nest. She's going to be like, Kirovan, you have excellently adorable children. Let's do that again. Her daughter's going to clear this away. Kirovan's going to be quite flattered. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. They're only going to be able to have like one more child because Kirovan also has terrible fertility. The little one doesn't though, but that's so cool. Rokir, you are amazing. You are now one of the ones that we may pick from when it is time for a new tribe. Rokirta, I'm going to have him dive in. And he can't really fish, unfortunately. Do I have fish? I do have fishing tail. And, ooh, I have peacock tail unlocked too. I forgot about that. That's going to be really fun to assign for some of our nichelings. Scorpion tail, tail fin. Oh, if I swim 4 more times, we could get tail fin. That would be so useful. Bird beak, antenna, wing, lean body, Barina snout. I think we'll have this guy come over and help his mom out again. And Kiro's going to go join his friend when he can get there. Sometimes his friend can swim a little faster than him. Alright. How's it going with all of these nichelings down here? Tonu, I think, is quite offended that his berries were nommed, but it should be okay now. And Nugget is going to try to travel as quickly as he can to where the good food is. And Izana, I think Izana is going to follow these rumors with young Orin. Sirius is getting a little old for all of this, but, you know, she does want to see, she'll encourage Orin, I think. She realizes that she's getting quite old for this, but little Orin, why don't you go forth and seek out this new land they're speaking of, where it's not quite so hot for our kind, and perhaps there are delicious things, which gets Izani's attention here, delicious things to eat. So Izana is going to come this way, and we'll let Orin go ahead and do a little swimming. He isn't the fastest swimmer. He is actually slower at swimming than he is at being able to just walk. But he just unlocked it! Yes! Oh my gosh! He did it, guys! Orin has unlocked Tailfin, which could make him a better swimmer. You know what? We're doing it! I'm giving him Tailfin. Get back over here, mutation menu. I'm giving him Tailfin, and now let us see what the Nicheling gods shall assign as his second mutation, because this is going to help, because Rala is going to die next time, which means I have to pick who's going to be the main Nicheling of our tribe, and the answer is Gills! Oh my goodness! They really want his children to go forth and to be able to spread these powerful water genes. He already would have given them gills, so it's redundant. But we're going to take it as a sign from the Nicheling gods that the future is watery, my friends. But alright, so I am so excited. Rala is going to have another baby. I love the new additions to the tribe. But Rala is actually going to pass away the next time we are together, my friends, which means we are going to have to re-roll a number between 2 and 20 to see how big the tribe can be. And if it's really small, then I think we're just going to immediately pick a couple nichelings and like leave. But if it's bigger, then we may still have to whittle down, and that'll give us a little more flexibility at picking who we want to take with us to the next island, because it will also have been 100 days on this amazing land, and we do have more adventures to go on. So, alright, if you could guys, please leave a delicious smelly fruit by leaving a like for our wonderful nichelings. Consider subscribing to join the nicheling pantheon who watches over this and thousands of other adventures. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye!